Namaste. Welcome to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Dear viewers, let us now start the program with the main affairs of the day. Various programs have been brought to create self-employment through agriculture and animal husbandry for unemployed youths. The National Tea and Coffee Development Board has fixed the minimum price of the coffee. In Baitari, paddy and maize production has increased this year. Plus more. Let us continue the program with the irrigation projects in Nepal. Irrigation is the major drawback in Nepali agriculture. The irrigation systems around the world have advanced. However, the irrigation systems in Nepal are quite primitive. This directly affects the production in Nepal. Another problem in the country is the transportation, which affects the distribution of products. The Nepali government intends to improve the irrigation. The Ministry of Energy claims that the work on irrigation system continued even during the lockdown. This next report talks about the work that has been completed till now on irrigation projects. The Ministry of Energy indicates that the work for irrigation continued even during the lockdown to contain COVID-19. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. The Ministry of Energy indicates that the work for irrigation continued even during the lockdown to contain COVID-19. This was stated by the Ministry of Energy while conducting quarterly review of national pride and big projects in the field of irrigation. The ministry has concluded that the work of national pride towards Veri Babai and Sunkoshi Marine Diversion, Sikta, Rani, Jamara, Kularia, Babai and Mahakali irrigation has been satisfactory. The ministry has stated that the work of Thap Dam under construction in Shivapuri National Park in Kathmandu is progressing at a fast pace with the objective of protecting the recharge system of groundwater source in the valley. The construction of Thap Dam is 80% complete, 60% in Sikta, 40% in Veri Babai, and 47% in Babai. There will be irrigation of 122,000 hectares from Sunkoshi Marine Diversion, 51,000 hectares from Veri Babai Diversion and Babai Irrigation Project, 42,700 hectares from Sikta Irrigation Project, 35,000 hectares from Mahakali Irrigation Project, and 20,300 hectares from Rani Jamaria Kularia. After the news report, let us now talk about the destination in Panchthar. Tourism is very important for agriculture as the local products are consumed through tourism. This is why different destinations in the country are very valuable for the business of the local goods. The Nepali mountains are very beautiful and the falls that they are ornamented with are breathtaking. If we do not think about the lives of those who live in the mountains, the snow-capped mountains are so romantic. When the reality hits that even boiling water is a great task in the cold winter, the romance ends there. Yet the tourists from all over the world come to see the mountains. Tourism is one of the main sectors that draw in foreign currency in Nepal. Panchthar happens to be embodied by a beautiful waterfall which is in need of attention from the government and tourists. The waterfall in Panchthar could draw more tourists if the government pays more attention. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Herbs are also a major tourist attraction here at Panchthar district. The structure of the land and the scenic views have been the traditionally visited areas. However, the Batishe waterfall in Falgunanda village of the same district has not yet reached the eyes of the tourists. According to the federal structure of Nepal, Panchthar district is a hilly district located in the Mechi zone and State 1. The district is also a meeting place of different ethnic groups and languages with different religions and cultures. Panchthar district also has historical, religious, cultural, and biodiversity tourist destinations. The Batise waterfall near Nibu Khola below Ranke Bazar on the Mechi highway is a 10-minute walk away. Located in Falgunanda, Gaonpalika 3, this waterfall is rich in natural beauty. Domestic tourists can easily forget their fatigue and pain by visiting the cold waterfall from high place in the middle of the forest. But the village municipality has not yet shown interest in its development. Bikram Podel from Birtamod Jhapa has come to visit with his family but says that the development and publicity of this waterfall has not been completed yet.
वातावरणको हिसाबले पनि साह्रै राम्रो ठाउँ भएकोले गर्दा मेरो अनुभवमाथि यो झरनामा पर्यटकहरू यही गतिले आउने हो भने चाहिँ पर्यटकहरू भित्रिने सम्भावना धेरै छ जस्तो लाग्छ.
Dev Narayan Dhungana, who has come from Fidim, said that if the road is facilitated and a hotel resort is set up around it, it will be possible to attract more internal and external tourists.
यसलाई विकास गर्नको लागि चाहिँ यहाँ चाहिँ अब अलिकति फेमस एडभर्टाइजिङहरू हैन अनि अलिकति यो हुनु पर्यो जानकारी सबैलाई गराउनु पर्यो केही सञ्जालबाट या कुनै एफएमबाट गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ पर्यटकहरू हामी यहाँ ल्याउन सकिन्छ.
The waterfall, which has a lot of potential in the tourism sector, has not been able to attract tourists as the concerned bodies have not shown interest in promoting it. After the news report on tourist destination, let us now talk about tea in Morang. There was a recent report that tea gardens in Ilam were being destroyed due to lack of attention from the government. However, there's a news now that tea is becoming a popular cultivation in Morang, just south of Ilam. This next report speaks positive for the tea cultivators. The green tea that is organically growing there is highly in demand in foreign countries. This is attracting more people in Morang to grow tea. According to the report that we have, the people are encouraged by the Chinese investment. Tea has always been Nepal's most exported product. Now the small farmers are themselves processing the tea. This is very motivating for them that they can produce their own tea. During the time of harvesting the green tea from the garden and fixing the price of the tea, there was always a problem in the past. The problems seem to have been solved to some extent now. Let us now look at the news report for a little while. During the time of harvesting the green tea from the garden and fixing the price of the tea, there was always a problem in the past. The farmers had to agitate, saying that the industrialists had fixed the price below the cost price and had not paid for years. However, this situation has changed in recent times. Small farmers have now turned into entrepreneurs themselves. As the number of connoisseurs drinking green tea has started increasing at the local level, the number of tea farmers in northern Morang has also started increasing. Small and medium farmers are also attracted to tea cultivation as they can earn income by cultivating with low investment. According to Narayan Rai, a medium-sized tea farmer of Kerabari to Singdevi, the number of tea farmers is increasing in Singdevi, Pati village, Vogdeni, Ramite Khola and other places in the northern region of Morang. Small farmers have been cultivating tea plants in the paddy fields and picking leaves and selling them to medium farmers. After starting to buy tea from small farmers, medium farmer Narayan Rai has also expanded his processing factory. They're producing organic tea at home by setting up a factory with Chinese investment.
एकदम अर्गानिक शुद्ध अर्गानिक अहिलेसम्म कुनै केमिकल पेस्टिसाइड प्रयोग नगरिकन उत्पादन गरिएको छ र यो चियालाई चाहिँ अहिले अर्गानिक सर्टिफाई चाहिँ ओसियन भन्ने अर्गानिक सर्टिफिकेसन अफ नेपाल भन्ने संस्थाबाट यो सर्टिफाई पनि भएर यो हाम्रो देश विदेशमा हाम्रो यो एक्सपोर्ट भइरहेको अवस्था छ.
Matribhumi Tea Estate, the first and only tea plantation in Morang, employs 20 people daily. Rai is now operating a homestay in this area, which has a lot of potential due to its geographical remoteness and tourism potential. His wife, Bina Khazum Rai, has also been instrumental in putting into practice this statement that meant that there is no tea in Morang.
तर पछि म्यानेज गर्दै जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ एकदमै गाह्रो भयो अब एकातिर यो मरङ जिल्ला पर्यो अब चिया सेक्टरमा पनि यो चाहिँ अब के अरे टी बोर्डले नहेर्ने हैन अब मरङमा चाहिँ चियै हुँदैन भन्ने पहिले सबैको मानसिकता थिएछ अनि त्यसले गर्दाखेरि एकदमै गाह्रो भयो पछि अब यो चिया रोपेर मात्रै अब भएन यसलाई अब छाटकाट गर्नदेखि लिएर अब सबै कुरामा प्राविधिक सपोर्ट चाहिने त्यसरी हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ हामीले यहाँनिर मेरै कामदारहरूलाई चाहिँ अब 6 महिनाको ट्रेनिङमा पैसा तिरेर अब धनकुटामा ट्रेनिङमा राख्यौं.
Farmer Rai, who started tea cultivation from 5 ropenis and now grows tea on 400 ropenis of land using organic method, has expanded his tea cultivation by investing 20 million rupees after the demand started increasing. The demand for green tea is higher abroad than in Nepal. Especially in European countries like Germany, Australia, UK, etc., black and green tea produced with organic technology has become more popular. Tea farmer Rai says that he is struggling to supply as per the demand of foreigners.
स्पेशल चिया मात्रै बनाउँछौँ त्यसले गर्दाखेरि म्याक्सिमम 6000 केजीसम्म तयारी हुन्छ. यो चिया चाहिँ अहिले हाम्रो यो लोकल बजारमा केही पर्सेन्ट बिक्री हुन्छ र विशेष गरेर अमेरिकामा बिक्री हुन्छ. हाम्रो अमेरिकाको शिकागो सिटीमा गत वर्ष पनि हाम्रो व्हाइट टी र गोल्डन टीले मेडल पनि जित्यो. पोल्यान्ड, युक्रेन, जर्मनी जस्तो ठाउँहरुमा पनि अहिले गइरहेको छ यो चियाहरु. चिया चाहिँ छ हामीसँग अहिले स्पेशल चियाहरु गोल्डन टी, व्हाइट टी र ग्रीन टी. विशेष गरेर तीनटा भेराइटीमा छ. ब्ल्याक टी पनि अब गोल्डन तिरै परिहाल्यो. त्यस्तै छ अब यहाँ.
Narayan Rai could not supply organic tea to foreigners before and started organic tea cultivation due to the insults of foreigners. Last year, Narayan Rai's Matribhumi organic tea also won gold medal in the United States. Nothing is impossible. Rai did not let the dream he saw fall asleep. He only moved forward to realize his dream. As a result, the lesson of inspiration can be taken from him as a successful farmer today. After the news report on tea, let us now talk about programs in Arghakhanchi. Arghakhanchi is a very remote district of Nepal in the west. There is a news that the local government is progressing in providing self-employment programs. The youths who are not employed are now invited to take loans without collaterals. There is a great hope for the future of the youth in Arghakhanchi. Other remote districts should also take this work as an example to improve their districts. The economy of the country is greatly distressed at the moment. Agriculture is the savior for food security in the country. Nepal is slowly heading for mechanized agriculture as well. This will improve the working conditions of the farmers. Hopefully, the government will be able to remove the hardship in the agriculture sector. Various programs have been brought to create self-employment through agriculture and animal husbandry for unemployed youths. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Various programs have been brought to create self-employment through agriculture and animal husbandry for unemployed youths. This is done through local level of Arghakhanchi. In order to modernize, commercialize, and develop equipment-oriented agriculture system in agriculture, plans have been put forward to provide seeds to the farmers and bring the produced vegetables to the market. The Sandikharka municipality has allocated 7 crore 87 lakh rupees for agriculture and animal husbandry this year. The Bhumikasthan municipality has allocated 45 lakh rupees for agriculture and 45 lakh rupees for animal husbandry. The municipality has stated that it has a budget of about 3 crore rupees for agriculture and animal husbandry, including those from the federal and the state. The Malarani municipality is going to provide self-employment loan without collateral to the youths who want to engage in agriculture and animal husbandry. A program has been launched to provide loans of 200,000 to 1 million rupees to the youth engaged in agriculture and animal husbandry by setting up a self-employment fund. Similarly, Chhatra Devi municipality is conducting programs to make the youth self-employed. The village municipality has allocated around 2 crore rupees for this purpose this year to modernize and commercialize the traditional and subsistence-oriented agriculture profession. After the news report on Arghakhanchi, let us now take a small commercial break. Stay with Krishi Television. After the commercial break, welcome back to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal. Dear viewers, let us now talk about coffee price for this year. Nepali coffee is slowly becoming consumed outside of the country. The coffee that grows in Nepal is Arabica type of coffee. This coffee is considered of high quality according to the news we are receiving. The people are saying that the export of this coffee is slowly increasing. Nepal imports a lot of coffee from outside. The export of coffee is less than import. Due to the demand of Nepali coffee, which is organic, there's a lot of possibility for the farmers in this sector. There is a record that coffee was actually cultivated before tea in Nepal. Due to the fact that coffee was vulnerable to diseases, it was not farmers' choice. Now, with different methods of fighting the disease, the coffee is making a comeback in Nepal. The National Tea and Coffee Development Board has fixed the minimum price of the coffee. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. The National Tea and Coffee Development Board has fixed the minimum price of the coffee. This year's price has been adjusted by keeping 22% profit on the cost. The National Tea and Coffee Development Board has set a minimum price for this year's coffee. The board has fixed the price of fresh fruit produced by farmers at 90 rupees per kg for grade A and 80 rupees per kg for grade B. Similarly, the price of grade A parchment refined coffee has been fixed at 450 rupees per kg, while the price of B grade parchment coffee has been fixed at 397 rupees per kg. The board has fixed the price of A grade coffee at 148 rupees and B grade coffee at 95 rupees per kg, as it cannot be processed within 12 to 24 hours. The price of grade A cherries has gone by 5 rupees per kg from last year, and the price of processed grade A coffee has gone up by 25 rupees per kg from last year, according to the board. The board has stated that the new minimum price of coffee has been fixed by ensuring 22.5% profit on the cost of production by the farmers. As directed by the board, parchment coffee produced by organic method, immersed well in water, kept under chilling, and prepared under cold processing method with 11% moisture is considered as grade A. Coffee cherries that cannot be processed within 12 to 24 hours by cold processing method are called grade B. Coffee made from dried cherries with 11% moisture by drying them in the sun or other means is defined as grade A. Arabica coffee grows from 800 to 1600 meters above sea level. Of the 4 major types of coffee available, Arabica coffee is considered of high quality. According to the board, coffee cultivation has expanded to 43 districts across the country. The board has stated that there is a demand for about 14,000 metric tons of indigenous coffee inside and outside the country. Last year, Nepal imported 266 tons of coffee worth 118.8 million rupees and exported 46.89 tons of coffee worth 57.7 million rupees. After the news report on coffee, let us now talk about production in Baitari. Baitari is one of the most remote districts of Nepal. The production there is quite low. The Nepali government is trying to improve production around the country for food security. The corona pandemic has caused a lot of problems in all the sectors, including agriculture. However, the news that we are receiving on production of food crops is quite positive. The food production in Baitari has increased. If the transportation is smooth, the public will have more food available to them. Some things like urad have declined in production due to too much rain. Nepali production from the west is considered organic and the demand is also very high. Many people in Nepal like the taste of the hilly products. In Baitari, paddy and maize production has increased this year. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. In Baitari, paddy and maize production has increased this year. Soybean and urad production has declined. Food crop production has increased in Baitari this year. According to the Agriculture Knowledge Center Baitari, the production of food crops has increased this year as compared to last year. The production of maize and the main food crop is 20,159 metric tons this year. Last year, maize production was 19,764 metric tons. Maize is being cultivated in an area of 12,300 hectares in the district. Similarly, paddy production has also increased this year. The production of paddy, which was 17,190 metric tons last year, has reached 18,049 metric tons this year. Paddy is being cultivated in an area of 9,000 hectares in Baitari. Maize is cultivated in all parts of the districts, while Patan, Hath, Salina, and Surnaya are known as pocket areas for paddy cultivation. According to the Agriculture Knowledge Center, Baitari food crop production has increased this year as farmers have used improved varieties of seeds. Pulses production, on the other hand, declined. Soybean and urad production has declined. This year, soybean production has been 1,365 metric tons, according to the Agriculture Knowledge Center, Baitari. Last year, soybean production was 1,433 metric tons. Soybean is being cultivated in an area of 1,365 hectares in Baitari. Similarly, 319 metric tons of urad has been produced this year. Last year, 352 metric tons of urad was produced. Urad is cultivated in an area of 410 hectares of the district. There's less production as there's more rain than required for pulses cultivation. After the news report from Baitari, let us now talk about chemical fertilizer. The Nepali government talks about going organic a lot. There are programs to promote organic cultivation around the country. However, the demand of chemical fertilizer remains, and the government of Nepal is providing chemical fertilizer at lowered price to the farmers. The need to produce more to feed the hungry nation seems to be the urgent call. This news is from the far west, where it is believed that most organic food is found. Something must be done soon to overcome the ordeal that we are facing. We want safe and healthy food without any unnatural induction. Yet, there was a report recently about chemical factory for Nepal. Need for high production and need for healthy food are competing with each other right now. The government of Far West has provided 1 crore budget to Salt Trading Corporation Limited to provide fertilizer at concession to the farmers there. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. The government of Far West has provided 1 crore budget to Salt Trading Corporation Limited, Dhankari, to provide fertilizer at concession to the farmers there. In the presence of Minister for Land Management, Agriculture and Cooperative, Bina Devi Chaudhary, an agreement was reached. The agreement is between Secretary of the Ministry, Dr. Kishan Lal Bhatta, and Deputy General Manager of the Corporation's office in Dhankari, Keshav Prasad Pandey, to sell fertilizer at discount price. As per the agreement, the chemical fertilizer, ammonium sulfate and single superphosphate sold by the corporation will have to be sold at discounted price. This is the first time that the state government has provided this budget to provide relief to the farmers who are facing the problem of lack of chemical fertilizer while cultivating. According to the agreement, the selling price of 50 kg ammonium sulfate is 1,000 rupees. Price of the single superphosphate with boron mix is 930 rupees, and 900 rupees for superphosphate with zinc mixture has been fixed. After the news report, let us now talk about tomato price. The corona pandemic has caused a lot of loss to the farmers. Now the vegetables coming from foreign countries is banned in Nepal, which means great opportunity for Nepali farmers. The Nepali farmers are selling the tomatoes at double the price that they are selling last year. This is motivating the farmers to produce more for the country. Now, how will the consumers take this news? The corona pandemic has affected all sectors of life. This means that it is not only the farmers who are suffering. Due to lack of transportation, the agriculture produce got wasted in the fields while the public has to pay higher price. We should pray for normal life for everyone. Farmers of Siddhi Lake Village Municipality of Dhading District who were disappointed last year are happy this year. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Farmers of Siddhi Lake Village Municipality of Dhading District who were disappointed last year are happy this year. Farmers frustrated by low production and low prices are stunned to get double the price for tomatoes this time. Farmers of Siddhi Lake Village Municipality 4 in Dhading District were disappointed last year due to low production and low prices. They are now cultivating vegetables, scared that they will be unable to raise investment like year before. However, they are stunned to get double the price for tomatoes this time. Production has almost doubled due to favorable environment. There is no limit to the happiness of the farmers as they are getting an unexpected price. Farmers have said that the price of tomato has not decreased from 50 rupees per kg this year and the tomato production has doubled compared to last year. Gaunthale village's Ratmati side is now full of tomatoes. The earning was 1 lakh last year. This year, the farmers are earning up to 1.5 lakh. Farmers estimate that the price has come due to non-import from outside due to COVID-19. After crossing Tirshuli from Maleku, the vehicle reaches Upper Gaunthale after climbing the unpaved road for about an hour. Good vegetable cultivation has been taking place in Lower and Upper Gaunthale. Farmers have said that there is lack of irrigation even though the taste of vegetables produced in cold weather is different. Farmers of Gaunthale have been earning 8 lakh to 1 million rupees annually from vegetables and animal husbandry. There are only 32 houses of Magar caste in Gaunthale village. All are engaged in vegetable farming. Farming is also the occupation of other communities. There are 775 households in the Siddhi Lake Village Municipality, Ward number 4. 90% of them are engaged in agriculture, 10% in foreign employment, and some other businesses. Tomato, cauliflower, cabbage, green beans, string beans, and animal husbandry are the main occupations. Goat rearing is good in the upper part and milk is sold by raising cows and buffaloes in the lower part. Vegetables are being cultivated in all areas according to the season. The Small Farmers Agriculture Cooperative in the village has been providing great assistance to the farmers. Cooperatives have been providing relief to the farmers as there's good coordination even at the local level. Small farmers alone have been collecting vegetables worth over 220 million rupees annually. This is all in Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Before I go, let us review the main affairs of the day. Various programs have been brought to create self-employment through agriculture and animal husbandry for unemployed youths. The National Tea and Coffee Development Board has fixed the minimum price of the coffee. In Baitari, paddy and maize production has increased this year. Thank you for watching Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. I'll be back with more affairs next time. Till then, Jai Krishi, Jai Kishan, Samriddha Krishi, Nepal Kushan.